Hello.
That'll let's do an actual round of applause.
And a round
guys.
of applause.
Round of applause
to you guys.
I was actually just thinking there popped
Cut
into
to
my
the
head.
intro.
Yeah,
Cut to the intro.
it's just gonna be. We're gonna be on like episode 100. We'll be like, will we do
It's
that
gonna become
intro?
a bit.
Yeah.
Cut to the intro.
Yeah, cut the intro there. What intro? I'm wearing a hat now first.
I saw the hat, right?
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah.
But for a second,
What?
no, because when I was walking in, the contrast between the beautiful outdoors and the interior, which was dark, it looked like you just had real flat hair.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, what's happened with the hair, man?
Oh, look, it stopped videoing again, man. Whatever the fuck.
Oh. Technical gremlins, guys. That's not recording.
What's wrong?
No, it's... Is there room on the SD card?
Yeah, loads of room, man.
Loads of room.
Maybe
Everyone talk amongst yourselves for a second there. Oh, is that going now? Very good.
It's going, but like it was going a minute ago as well.
Yeah.
And
But anyway, your hair looks good. With the
Yeah.
hat. Well, the hat looks good.
it's I don't.
It goes with the fit because you have a brown piece on your jumper.
Because I'm stylish. Black
yeah.
tuck, big t-shirt, Billie
Billie
Eilish. Yeah, I went with the brown, man. I went with the brown shoes, man.
Yeah.
Not the brown suit shoes, like, you know, these. And then I went with the brown hat, man, yeah.
You know what I saw recently? I saw, Tony Cantwell.
Yeah.
He's putting on a thing in the Sugar Club for the
Comedy
Eurovision.
store.
You go and you get drunk and watch Eurovision with him commentating
Nice.
over it. That'd be the
Say
crack.
it'd be good. But, like...
Are you a Eurovision guy?
No.
I wouldn't watch
Like,
it myself.
When I was younger,
Yeah.
when I was younger, it used to be more of a thing. But I wouldn't be. And like Ireland used to be unbelievable. In it. And we used to be cleaning up.
Yeah.
Now we're absolutely dog shit. Like just.
Yeah.
When's the last time we even were competitive? I think Ryan O'Shaughnessy was the last that was competitive.
Yeah.
Like that made it to the final. I think.
Yeah. I think 90. I honestly might be 95 last time we won it. The Euro.
Pop quiz, huh?
I think 95.
You think that's the last time
No,
Ireland won?
maybe 96. Because I think we won the next year with.
Last time.
Don't give me the name of the song.
Won.
Don't give me the name of the
Eurovision.
song.
It's
Don't
actually
give
the
me the name of
second
the
thing
song.
you look up.
Don't give me the name of the song because it's a young one, right?
Wait.
It's a woman, right? Niamh Kavanagh.
She would have been the last.
Eyes.
You said young one. She's not now.
I know she's not now, but I see the light. Dun, 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 dun. It's heaven in your arms.
Do you know how many times
my
Ireland have
love.
competed?
Competed?
Yeah.
What do you mean competed? Like,
In the Eurovision. It's a competition. Competed.
Loads.
Yeah, well, 55, but
was gonna say
out of
50.
55, how many finals do you think they made?
32.
45. It's not bad to not make 10. Who were the 10 people
But-
that didn't make
but-
it? I know one of them, Brendan.
Back in the day, there wasn't loads of countries going on. That's why we won it so much. There wasn't loads of countries. It's heaven in your arms, my love.
Okay, the last
what you
time
do?
they won, what did you say?
Niamh Kavanagh in your arms.
What year did you say?
96.
Yeah.
Let's
Bang on.
fucking go.
You weren't even born.
I
were you?
was, yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, just about.
Were you born in 96?
95, yeah.
You're only 95.
Yeah.
How am I 94 then and I'm 2 years older than you?
I
What
mean,
age are you
what
now?
do you mean? 27.
Yeah, I'm 29.
Yeah.
You're at the end of the year, ain't you?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what month?
November.
And then I'm smack bang at the start of the year, so it's basically 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 1996.
We should do a Eurovision.
Was not her.
No?
No.
Was she 95?
Niamh Kavanagh was 1993.
Wow.
Yeah.
95 was the Rock and Roll Kids.
94 was the Rock and Roll Kids, my year. That's why I love it so much. 'cause I was
We
born.
were
Oh
the
man, that
rock
is a
and roll
tune.
kids.
That's easily the best.
Rock and roll was all we did. Listening to those songs on the radio. Very low key. I was yours and you were mine. We should do. When is Eurovision?
That was one.
It must be like next week.
May.
We should do May. I should blow it up. I say we must do a fucking Eurovision week. We
can
must
do Eurovision
week.
special.
A special.
Special.
A special. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. There's
Absolutely
man, it's
copyright the bag out
huge,
of
isn't
it.
it?
It's huge.
Like, how is it so big?
It's so big.
And it's
actually
some of the songs,
it's had a revival because it was bits there for a while.
Yeah.
People are mad into it again.
So
like.
I kind of like to compare it to, it used to be this place where like musicians' careers would go to die.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
probably still can be.
Yeah. It's changed
but now
a little
it's kind of
bit.
with Maneskin and like your man who sang that small town boy in a big arcade. That was on it. The other one, baby, I did it.
What are they called?
Daddy Yankee. No, Daddy Yankee.
Frere.
Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Frere.
Gasolina. Do you remember that song?
Daddy Gasolina. Was that on the Eurovision?
No, that was Daddy Yankee. But I said,
right. I can't believe that was in Eurovision.
But yeah, I feel like now it's a bit of a revival thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, you can.
Maneskin was big.
And that other song, 1, 2, where are you?
Yeah.
In my heart.
That was in Eurovision, was it? Wow.
Yeah, but then its sped up version went absolutely viral on TikTok. But yeah, it's kind of huge now.
Yeah.
I think it used to be a place where like we would send like washed up, just go on over there.
Lads getting in on one knee and all. Like, remember that? Who's that? Your man did that. From not what might not be Brian McFadden, but someone similar. And he got down on one knee. I remember as a child watching. And even
got down on one knee, what, and proposed,
and was singing. And even as a child, I was like, "That's in bits." Remember, as a child,
we've got the world tonight. So hold on to
that hits, man. That hits.
Mickey Joe Hart.
What a name!
You couldn't have had more. Mickey Joe Hart.
Yeah, I'm
representing Ireland. Mickey Joe Hart.
And young ones in the background. The world tonight.
Tunage though. I remember he came into our school, man.
Really?
What year was that? Jesus Christ.
I had Patrick Harrington come to my school.
So did I. And Pete Fagan. Do you remember
from my school?
Do you remember Pete Fagan?
He went to my school.
Oh, sorry, Patrick Harrington. He's the actual golfer.
Oh, he's the actual golfer.
I never sent you. I'll send
Have
you
you started
after.
your practice yet?
No, I told you after the cruise. The cruise doesn't happen till Saturday the 15th of April.
After the cruise.
After the cruise, man.
Are you going to hit a tight draw or a tight fade? Are you going to hit?
Draw, man. Fades when it goes outwards, isn't it?
Draw is this way and fade is that way, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going to hit
a draw.
I'm more of a draw,
okay,
man. Yeah. Just drawing it into
They say
that
you can talk to a draw, but a fade will never listen.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm just good. I seen, man, a load of absolutely the least athletic looking people I've ever seen in my life pushing around golf yokes the other day, and I was just taking a video going, look at all those athletes there, Jake. Because you were like, the boys are athletic as fuck.
Yeah, but do you ever see lads playing Sunday League?
Yeah. But I've come to the conclusion.
So it's the same buzz.
Yeah, but are they in the Premier League? Is my point.
What do you mean? I'm saying, look at the.
I'm saying there's lads who are out of shape playing professionally golf.
Yeah.
Just like there is darts.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no one out of shape playing soccer.
Yeah, there is.
I'm not saying like you can be out of shape, but like I'm saying you don't need to be athletic to play golf. Like, it helps. I'm sure it helps. But it's up here.
You don't
the game
need
is up
to
here.
be.
It's a mental game.
Stamina isn't the name of the game for golf, so you don't.
Here we are again, guys.
Yeah. Stamina isn't the name of the game, so therefore you don't have to be.
Well, all you need to know is I'm going to. Man, when I get into something, man, I'm going to buy a golf cart. Just gonna buy one. Just like,
in the back garden. Yeah, just have it in the back garden.
I go fully in when I go.
You're
into
gonna buy
something.
Clubs.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy. Man, first thing I'm doing, I'm going buying clubs.
Okay.
And
what are you gonna buy?
And I understand it's the carpenter, not the tools. You know.
Yeah.
But the tools help.
Good tools definitely help.
Good tools definitely help. But I might get a few tailor-made. I know the names of them all, man. See that, and then the risk goes.
No, you don't want to risk it. You don't want to risk it.
Listen, this is day one beginner who has zero experience. Come back to me in a month. You're going to be like, what are you going to do when you lose? Like, you're going to be fuming, man. You're going to be fuming. I'm going to have the clobber on and all, man. Best dressed.
I just feel like you're going to. I know it's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to hit a drive well in the first, right? You're still going to be way
and
behind
you're going to start sweating,
right? You're going to hit a drive well in the first. I'm be like, oh, geez, fair play. I'm going to hit my drive just past yours. Carry, by the way, past yours. And then what's going to happen is, right?
I've got a good drive.
You're going to have 125 in, right? And you're going to go probably, you're a beginner, so probably like a 7-iron for you. It's a pitching wedge for me. And you're going to shank it right. And that's going to be the game over. You're going to lose your head. Because it's going to be on the first fairway, man.
Because
and
by
all
the time...
of a sudden, you're just... you and Bugs Bunny are in the trees there. Hunting wabbits.
Because what's happening is... when I come back from the cruise, you're giving me a month.
Yeah.
And I have a month to learn the craft.
Yeah.
And become... the best.
Tiger Woods.
The best there ever was. And
there ever was, Shane Larry.
Best there ever was, Pokemon Master.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go out, man, and you're going to be fuming. You're going to be up to your eyes.
I hope it goes well for you.
Yeah, man, I'm going to have the golf shoes, the lot,
I want the fit to be on point.
I don't want to get into golf because boys waste so much time. And like,
I don't want to get into
and because I get so into something, I don't want it to take away from my music. But every Saturday you'll find me out there, and I'll be swinging. Yeah, I have a good drive, man. I've been to the driving range.
And where is your driving range local?
Yeah. Newbridge driving range.
Okay.
We have 2 good golf courses in Newbridge as well.
Okay. What are they called?
But
You have the Curragh, don't you?
We have the Curragh golf course. Yeah,
I've played that.
Have you?
The oldest in the world, I think, isn't it? Or oldest in Ireland, sorry.
Yeah.
Oldest in Ireland.
That one's there. It's technically not. Well, it is in Newbridge. I don't even know if they class the Curragh as
I
Newbridge.
thought it was Wicklow. Imho.
You thought Wicklow was.
I thought the Curragh was the golf course in
fuck
Wicklow.
off, man. No, the Curragh's in Kildare. The Curragh of Kildare. Did you ever hear the song?
I should just see someone so fuming. Someone's just absolutely. It's in Kildare.
The song is called The Curragh of Kildare, man. Get over here. And
Who wrote it?
anyway, I don't know.
Who's the writers on
Some
it?
lad.
Who's the writers on it?
Me. But yeah, we have the Curragh, and then we have Newbridge Golf Club.
Yeah.
We actually have Kildare Golf Club, which is also on the Curragh,
Okay.
but it's not.
The Curragh
It's
of
kind of on the
Kildare.
outskirts of Kildare town. But we've got a good few golf courses around here.
Okay.
And
You gonna play them?
I'm gonna play a few.
I would start with the driving range for yourself.
No, yeah, I'm gonna wait till you see me, man. I'll be in.
But
I actually might go to the driving range a few times before the cruise,
Wow.
and then
You
pitch
and
and
what
putt.
clubs?
I'll do a bit of pitch and putt.
You got to practice around the greens, man.
Yeah, pitch and putt onto
Yeah.
the greens. Here, man, putting is not an issue with me.
It's not an issue.
let me just start off.
You know
by
what they
saying,
say?
What? Two in the putt.
Driver. When you have loads of balls in the bushes, you've none on the
Two
greens.
is better on the green.
They say driver for show, putter for dough.
Yeah. Well, and what's,
You like that one? Did you? Little
Yeah,
giggle. You
I
liked
like
that one? Yeah.
What about pitch and wedge? What's
Pitch
that
and
for?
wedge. Well, you probably hit yours
For-
105, so I hit mine 135.
What,
So
with
it's a
the
big
pitch wedge?
difference. Yeah, big difference.
And you're talking about yards here.
Yards
are you?
here, yeah.
Yards.
Yeah.
I'm talking about meters.
Get your yardages in, I'd say.
Yeah, man.
Lock them in.
Just wait, man. Just wait, because you're gonna see me drive that ball, and it's not gonna fade. It's not gonna draw. It's just gonna go pew, like a pistol, and it's just gonna be straight as an arrow, and it's gonna be like, oh my god, that didn't waver at all. And then you're gonna be looking, going, is that still going?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like,
And then I'm going to hit my drive. And it'll be 60 yards carry past.
No, and then I'm gonna get on the golf cart that I bought because I got too into it. And I'm gonna cruise on up, and you're walking.
Okay, yeah. I have the what's it called? Alex calls it. Shout out, Alex. Alex calls it the wait, you know when you go to the golf club and you rent the drive. He calls it like the pusher, something pusher, poverty pusher.
That's just one of the ones that you.
The golf course has. You give them like £2.
We were walking the other day, and like I go for a walk out in the car all the
Yeah.
time, and you see the lads playing on the
Yeah.
course. It's right beside where I go for a walk, and boys just without them poverty pushers, just
With the bags in the back,
just old school,
sweating.
back broke his back, and lost a round of golf.
Yeah, I'd be fuming with that. No, that's not for me.
You're not having a bit of trouble there, man.
Sorry, man, just-
I'll tighten that
Thanks,
for you there.
thanks.
You just need a man, you know.
But I hit my driver really well.
But anyway, like, no,
my
you don't.
driver
And
really
we're going to
well.
really find out about that very soon. And
Look, I'll give you the option right now. Right?
I don't need options.
I'm gonna give you the option right now.
I
And
have
you can,
enough options.
If you want help, we
Nah,
can do.
no. I have
we
friends,
can
man,
do.
who are good.
We can do pitch and putt instead of a full golf course if you want.
No thanks. We're doing full.
Okay.
Give me a month.
Are we doing 9 holes or 18 holes?
Whatever you want, man.
Okay.
Whatever you want, baby. I'll do it. One of my friends, Ben, he listens to the podcast.
Okay.
Shout out, Ben.
Shout out, Ben.
He sent me a screenshot of like whenever we were talking about this golf competition. Sent me a screenshot of the episode number, and he's like, "I want in on this round of golf." I don't know. I haven't played.
He can film it.
Apparently he's good. He says he's good at everything.
He
now,
can
though,
film
but, apparently he's decent enough. But I have loads of friends that play golf, man. If I need tips, I wouldn't be afraid to ask him for a tip
Yeah.
or a hint. You know, behind your back.
No,
I'll do it.
man. I want you to.
I don't want to ask you for any. No, because I don't want you.
I will
skewing me.
help you.
No.
I won't be that. I'm not the
Behind
kind
me.
of chap who's
You'd be like behind me, like,
yeah.
I'll show
What
you
you
how
do is
to
get your hips
What you
involved.
want to do is
You've actually lovely slender hips.
what you want to do is
Engage your.
that's a 9
Cog.
wood. It's a 9 wood.
Yeah, engage your glutes.
Yeah. I lost my 9 iron.
It's actually all about the downswing. You gotta make sure you press the ball. It's my biggest tip.
Press the ball.
Compress. Hit
Compress.
down on the ball to put the ball in the air. Don't swing up.
Okay.
Swing down
Thanks,
because
man.
down makes it go up.
Well,
it's like against what you might.
I seen
think.
a lad, an old man,
Okay.
like
An old
I want to
man.
say 80s, 70s, 80s.
Okay.
On the Curragh golf course the other day.
Living his life like.
Drive around the fairway.
The problem is when you get older,
absolutely needed every bit of extra help you could get driving on the fairway.
This is the problem when so everyone's like, oh, you're getting to golf when you're older, and I'm like, when I'm older I won't be able to play golf.
Yeah, man, I mean, he was about 100 yards away from
so
the
he's
hole.
like driver off the tee, and he's like probably 3 wood, he could be like 150 yards out, 3 wood.
No, man, he was closer. He was about 100 yards out, and I was like, I don't even think it was a 3 wood. I think it was just the actual driver. I think he just had the same driver. And just was like, and everyone else was waiting on him at the green.
There's
They
absolutely
knew they
about
weren't
3 foot off the ground.
just rolled. But no, I'll be good.
Links golf, man. Is the Curragh links golf. So links golf is when you're by the sea.
Yeah.
So famously with links golf, you want to keep the ball low because the wind doesn't affect it.
But why is the Curragh? The Curragh's not by the sea.
It's links golf. The design of it is kind of links golf.
Yeah, okay. Right. But yeah, because I actually stayed in Doonbeg, Trump International.
Controversial. It's all on TikTok.
Tell you what, man, he does a good hotel.
Very funny. You've seen the guy on TikTok doing the Trump impersonation?
No.
I'll show you.
It's funny. But
very funny.
I tell you what, whatever your views are on Trump, he does a good hotel.
He does a good hotel.
I'd say he's absolutely nothing to do with it. It's a nice hotel, man, and the golf course is absolutely immaculate. But do you know what? I was there for one night. We got blown around the place. I wasn't even there for golf. Like, we just went for a walk around the place. So God help the lads who were golfing. Like, said the ball was just fucking flinging. But I will get good at golf, and you're a goo. What? Man, what is he? Is he at like a rave?
He's at like some sort of. It's outside the Trump Towers.
And are those guys protesting against Trump?
Yeah, I think so.
And he's out there pretending he is Trump. Right.
Did
you ever see that TikTok? Dumb ways to die. That's it.
So many dumb
Absolutely,
ways to
he
die.
is dumb way to die.
He's actually very good though. I think he'll get back in, man.
Yeah, man, this is what I always say to people.
He calls him Sleepy Joe Biden, and he's dead right. That poor man hasn't a sniff what's going on.
I always say to people, like we see obviously like news and media and stuff like that. You see one side of things, and you see the side that and Irish people who are like, that Trump lad's an idiot. He's fucking whatever, But like, whatever your views are, man, there's people out here that love out there that love him, and that's just it. And like, you can say, sure, everyone hates him, like just because your opinion on him is hate him. There's so many people in like Middle America that fucking love him, literally love him. But like, why do you think he was in the first place? And but is he not going to prison here now? What's going on?
Is he going to prison? Is he?
Something happened there. He's been accused of something.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what surprised me. Like, Joe Biden can't be re-elected. Like, that man hasn't. Like, I've seen all the speeches. Like, gets up and he's like, "Well, I just want to say."
I seen one where he shook one lad's hand, man, and then 5 minutes later shook his hand again. As if he didn't see him there 2 minutes ago.
I saw a video of some poor blind man being like shepherded by this helper, and he's like obviously maybe an ex-vet or something, and Joe Biden's walking beside them, and then Joe Biden starts walking in a complete different direction, and the guy has to leave the blind guy to go get Joe Biden. He's like, Joe Biden just walks off.
He's like literally the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, literally. Like,
but speaking of handshakes, man, is there anything worse than
I have
a compilation of like
someone goes for that and you're like, but then the last second they change and you're like,
but what do you do in that scenario? So right, we just come up and I go,
but we're actually we do a bit of this.
Yeah, but say I'm a stranger, right? Okay. Or like you're doing a gig, right? And you rock in, green room vibes.
Hey man,
what's up? What do you do, Darren? What do you actually do? Because obviously we're doing it as a
maybe you laugh, maybe go and you go.
but I think when you don't acknowledge it and you walk off, it's
in your head.
It's like going around your head, going fuck.
Because you go for a handshake and then like maybe someone goes for this, but then you go for that, and then they change last second. When they change, that's tough.
That is tough. So like
you can't
go for the handshake and I'll change.
You can't give the thing and then change it.
No.
So then you go for the knuckle touch, and then they go with that. Then all of a sudden you have the knuckle touch, and it's like, oh, and then you're like,
and you end here like.
Then
this.
you're still like ah.
Or what about with guys who do this one?
Oh, the Roman. I like that.
You like the Roman? It feels strong.
What about the one you get that, and then some lads do that?
Bill Mabry, man, every time does it.
Yeah,
I'm perfect. But you know what? I never get when guys go. No. They go.
Oh,
But
no.
like, it's always like this.
Oh, that was good. That's a good connection. Have you seen the TikTok trend of people trying to get many in a row?
Dap it up.
Yeah.
But,
I was in an establishment recently doing a gig. I won't name names or establishments.
okay.
The manager comes over to me, and I've actually never had it happen to me before. Twice. I shook his hand twice, and both times. First time I was like, well, that was weird. Maybe he was just like, I don't know, that was something weird. Second time does it again, right? So we go, imagine you're me,
Okay.
and I'm this guy, I'm wearing a suit, you know, I'm like, how are you getting on? And he goes, oh my God, you're like, Jake, nice to meet you.
Jake, nice to meet you, man.
And he goes, right? Like that, man. He goes, the hand like this.
See what happens if you do that to me, man. You're getting a headbutt.
Yeah, but like, is that not so bitch? Because
like,
it's like I'm superior. You have to shake my
okay, which is worse?
hand.
Which is worse, right? Someone who does that,
Yeah.
or someone who goes and crushes your hand. Do you know when someone shakes your hand and I'm like, and this is obviously like, this would never happen between a man and a woman. Like
Yeah.
a man would never do it to a woman.
Yeah.
It's like this, and there's only certain lads that do it.
Yeah.
But like I know lads who literally, it's like,
I like a firm handshake, but obviously don't be fucking crushing
I
someone's hand.
literally just go like this.
Yeah, this is a nice firm handshake.
No, see, I'm not even.
Oh, you're like limp.
I'm not limp.
You're limp.
But I'm.
It's limp as
sorry
fuck.
if you're listening to this.
And that's why you went, I'm not limp.
If you're listening to this,
We're
you don't know what's going on.
handshaking.
We're handshaking. Sorry, I forgot. There's
Yeah,
audio and video. But I
We're
said-
handshaking, and Ryan's was bitch and limp.
we're talking about when you're given, when you're given a knuckle touch and then the other person goes to give the handshake and you fucking.
It's like,
It's like the worst rock, paper, scissors.
It's like you can't. It's like an amalgamation of hands, and then what do you do? Do you walk away? Do you go? That was
Some of them
weird."
are like.
Yeah.
And then you
Especially if it's like in public and like a lot of people see it, and you're like,
and sometimes
saw that.
in jiu-jitsu,
Everyone
like
saw that.
in jiu-jitsu, the thing is before you start the match, you go like this. That's before you start any roll.
Yeah.
That's how you go.
Okay.
Right. And the timer starts. Go. And then you start fighting.
Okay.
Right.
That's pretty
so
good.
anyone listening, it's like kind of a
high five followed by
not
a
even a
knuckle
high five,
touch.
just like a kind of slap and a knuckle
Yeah.
touch, and that's how you start a match. And
Okay.
the amount of time, lads, like it's a thing. It's that, and some lads go. And I'm like, why don't you just do what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Because it's
like
just
known, like-
open hand, close hand,
Yeah.
open hand, close hand. That's it. And lads just do be like this. Then new lads do be like, and they're just fingering you, and you're just like, get away from me. But yeah, that's one of the worst
What
things.
do you
is
think of that?
watching
Like,
overhand, kind of limp hand.
but
you
like,
get
what,
a headbutt.
But what do you do
off
with that?
me.
Because automatically I'm like, oh, this is bitch. Because you're like,
Why did he do
You're
it,
trying to
though?
do like a power thing. It's to me, it's like a power thing. It's because it's like you have to shake this part of my hand.
It's a bit weird.
I'm not gonna go under like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go.
No, next time he does it, man, you just go under.
underneath.
No, show us again. Just
Yeah,
a little
nice, man. Nice to
just
meet you.
tickle his
Yeah.
hands.
But is that not bitch? And
It
it's
is.
pure
It's
limp.
all
It's like
very
this.
bitch. Like,
It's all very.
but
bitch.
even when someone comes in and they go real hard one, get
Yeah.
away. What? Do you want to fight?
to
do you?
those listening
That's what
as
I
well,
think.
this guy came over with like a
He came overhand for the handshake.
Overhand,
so a handshake
limp,
is like
straight on, and he was
went above.
over. It gives you like a queen kind of buzz.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
gives
yeah. It's
me
almost like
royalty.
a princess
Yeah,
kiss my
royal-
hand.
yeah,
that's,
bitch.
They put their hand out to be kissed.
He was
That's
so
why he
bitch.
shook
If
your
you're
hand.
listening and you know who you are, that was bitch.
But the thing is, when someone shakes my hand, man, and they crush it, I'm
Yeah.
like, do you want to fight?
You're
yeah?
dead to me.
Do you want to fight?
Yeah.
Because to me, that's what you're signaling is I'm stronger, or like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more superior than you. I don't know what. I don't know
Especially,
what.
sometimes if you don't go for the hard handshake and they start like moving your like, knuckles, your hand goes like this.
Yeah, what-
And you're like, oh.
Yeah, but then at that point, I'm like, what are you trying to prove here? Because like, if your
will-
point is you're stronger than me, then let's
Yeah.
have a fight.
I'm like, I will give a little bit of a squeeze.
But see,
it's
that's like I said, if I come in limp there, it's weird. But if I come in and I'm like this, and then it's that's all right.
Yeah.
But like, see if I get around your knuckles, like before you've gotten
Yeah,
them,
that's
and
horrible.
then I start crushing.
Oh, that's horrible.
But handshake. But them videos, man, some of them, and I just lose it, and they're just like.
Yeah, I'll stuff on live TV, man, and they're like, "Oh, how are we getting on?" And so people go for like the handshake, and then it's like comes into it, and they're like, "Oh," and they're
Yeah,
like,
I hate when like if you go for a handshake like that. I go for this all the time, and then into it like a hug.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a pull it into a hug.
Yeah.
And I hate when if I go to hug someone,
Yeah.
and I go like that, bring it in, and then they put their hand up because I've opened my hands like this,
And then
they put their hand, and then
Oh, man,
they go for the high five, but I'm actually going in to hug
Yeah.
them,
Oh.
and it's almost like
Have
a
you
slap in the
also
face.
seen so someone goes like that, and then so you're like that, like, "Oh, high five," and they're like, "No, bring it in." So then you're going for that, but then you're taking this away to go for the hug, and they go, oh, okay, I'll give you a high five. So then they swing, but your hand's gone, and you're like, oh, and you're like, now we're hugging.
And now we're just, now we're having a fight, man.
So it's like, oh, high five, and they go, oh, bring it in, man, and but then you're like, okay, bring it in. You bring your hand down, they're like, boom,
And
air. You're like, oh,
just slapping it, and then you go, just bring it in, man. Oh,
start
man,
kissing on the neck or something instead of awkwardness.
Will we just kiss instead? What? This was supposed to be a fucking lunch date. But I had one or two things that I wrote down. Oh, actually, something funny just went through my head. I have it written down as well, but this... Yeah, you're not even going to believe this, man. So, I'm not even trying to be funny here, right? This Asian woman, right?
Okay.
Passed her driving test on her 960th time.
960. How much is it each time? Is it
in
Ireland?
It's
80 quid, isn't it?
It's 80 euro in Ireland.
Do the math there. 80 euro by 960. That's got to be an absolute 2 gaffs. That's a gaff on fucking Ratmines Road.
Times 80. 76,000 euro and 800. 76,800 euro.
Oh my
to
god!
do 960 driving tests. I'm passed on the 9. Wait, just give it in. Just come to terms
at that point. What age is she?
Don't want to drive. I'm sure she was old. I didn't actually.
She has to be old.
Read
Like
the full story. I just wrote it down.
Like how many times realistically can you do it a year? Probably 3 or 4.
In Ireland, it's probably different. Asian woman driving test.
Probably 3 or 4 realistically. Maybe you can do it loads of times. I don't fucking know, but still, that's still like
960 times, man.
Must have taken her.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah. So she was South Korean.
Okay.
Finally passed her driving test on her 960th attempt.
At least it was an even number. That's nice.
So, okay, it's different in South Korea price wise. So she's spent over 12,500.
Jeez, that's bargains. I
might go over and do my driving test in South Korea.
12,000 compared to 76 in Ireland.
Yeah,
Robbing bastards.
Robbing
bastards.
So yeah, she was 69 years old when she took her first attempt in April 2005.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm telling you, years.
She's literally nearly 10 years, 8 years, is it?
No,
sorry.
5. It's 17 years.
What a shit show.
17 years. Crazy.
And after failing, continued to retake it every day, 5 days a week for 3 years.
Jeez.
Making 780 attempts
every day. You couldn't even do that in Ireland.
So I want to know how many days she wasted. So she then switched to taking the test. So she tried first in April 2005, and after failing continued to retake it every day, 5 days a week for 3 years, making 780 attempts in those 3 years. She then switched to taking the test twice a week until she finally passed and moved on to the next stage, the practical test. That only took her 10 times to pass that.
So this was like the written test she couldn't get past.
However, it meant no. She had a practical and a written. Yeah, I don't know. However, it meant it took her 960 tests to get her license. She refused to give up, and she reportedly needed a license for her vegetable selling business. Well, you've years there of selling no veg. From 2005 till now, like
2023. Yeah, so it's actually 18 years, not 17. Jesus.
Man, she became a celebrity and appeared on a Hyundai advert after that.
With her license. She probably got a free Hyundai.
Ah, man, come on. Like, someone said, I wouldn't even want someone who failed over 5 times to be on the same road as me, let alone 960. But, like, it's just crazy, man. 960. Like, that's...
And she's in her 70s now, so it's not great. Like, it's not great to be driving anyway.
And, like, not great. But, like, it was just, like, I just thought it was hilarious, man. But, do you know what? Did you pass your first time?
I've told you a story before, haven't I? I got fucking rinsed the first time. Man. I actually might go back to the centre today to go and complain. So picture the scene. Okay. So absolutely rocked the interview, rocked it, gags and stuff. You know what I mean? Gags like what's a circle? Oh, pedestrian zone. You know yourself, laughing and all. You know. Yeah. And he's like, shows the engine, shows this. I'm like, here it is. Do you want me to pull it? Do you want me to take it apart, put it together for you if you want?
Shows where you put the water.
Yeah. Goes right here.
Where do you put the oil? There's none in it, but I bet
little dipstick.
there's absolutely none in it. I have no idea what it looks like when there's some in it.
Here's a dipstick.
I've never put any in it, but there it is.
Do you ever have dip dab?
Yeah.
Same thing.
There you go. Same thing.
And then get in the car, absolutely indications, mirror checking, absolutely doing one-handers and all, doing this and all.
Yeah. Fail.
Absolutely like this, Robometronic.
10 and 2. 10 and 2, right? Yeah, okay, you're driving.
Looking around all my mirrors and shit.
Yeah.
But there's a thing in the Ireland system.
Oh, you did tell me. I know, but yeah, tell
in the Ireland system that if you do the same fault 3 times,
you goose.
No matter what, like you could have done nothing else wrong, you will fail.
Yeah.
So we did the 3-point turn, which is like I call it turnaround in America, where you like you're facing one way and you go back and forth to go back the other way. Don't actually have to do it in 3 points anymore. You can do it as many as you want. But I did in 3. Not a big deal.
I did in 3.
I did it in 2 probably.
Yeah, sorry, I
and
actually did
1.5.
Actually, do you know what I did? Actually, I just lift the car up. Do you know what I did? Actually, I just
spun the wheel.
Do you know what I did? I just got lift the car up and I turned it around and I drove. And your man was so impressed.
I was actually in really good condition. I was in good nick.
Wanked your man off and then just what? Someone else got on the mic there.
So did 3-point turn. As I'm pulling off, I didn't check. So you're meant to check left mirror, right mirror, your mirror, whatever, and you're meant to check over your right shoulder,
which is your blind spot.
Well, your blind spot. So you're meant to check over your right shoulder before you pull off.
Out the window.
I didn't check over my right shoulder that time.
Right.
Move along. Next thing we did.
He didn't pull you up over. He
didn't say a word. Didn't say a sniff.
Okay, so you're thinking, I'm acing
so
this.
Next time was the hill start. So you pull in somewhere and he's like, okay, on a hill. This road is absolutely fucking Everest. So I wouldn't mind. I was like, you could have picked any fucking road, man. Yeah. Fucking Mount Everest you picked.
Literally lying.
Not a fucking bother to me though. I was absolutely. But obviously I'm like, checking my mirrors. Don't check my fucking right shoulder though. Perfect takeoff though. Unbelievable.
Straight off.
I actually was so good. I was like rubbing his leg and all. It's fucking class, isn't it?
So that's number 2.
So look over my right shoulder. And then everything that's fucking perfect. There was a fucking old woman at a pedestrian crossing. I was like, let's stop here. And I was like, go on there. You may go on. Give her a little.
You're not allowed to do that, no?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, you did?
I didn't.
Just for the story.
For the story, I did.
Okay, sorry.
I didn't do that.
Sorry.
I didn't do that. Got out of the car and actually helped her across the street and got back in.
I got out and I actually lifted her
Put
across
the hazards on though.
Yeah. I did her shopping then. And then I
went into Tesco and I was like,
I got out of the car. I helped the woman do her shopping and I got back in and your man was still there.
Went to McDonald's drive-thru and I went, whoever's behind me, I'm going to pay for their order. But don't tell them.
Imagine just trying to do good deeds.
But just don't tell them.
Pass it on.
Yeah. What, do you want anything?
Yeah.
Strawberry milkshake for him as well.
Do you want another an ice cream, is it? Yeah, can I get a McFlurry,
and I'll
please?
actually pay for the people behind me as well, but don't tell them.
Fucking
it's for TikTok. Don't tell them.
Shut up and eat that ice cream. But go on, you.
But then, right, picture this, right? We're driving along just in an estate. Like
and this is 2 times you haven't checked the blind spot.
I haven't checked it twice, right?
So third time,
we're just driving around
you're out.
a normal road, nothing's going on, not even traffic. And he goes, would you mind just pulling on the left?
So you're thinking.
And I was like, absolutely, indicate, everything correct, check mirrors, indicate, pull in. And then I pulled in and I'm like, he goes, okay, take off there again. Indicate, check my mirrors. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Didn't check off my right shoulder. And he gets in, he goes, you didn't check off your right shoulder 3 times, it's an automatic fail. And then I was like, in my head I was like, it's fucking bizarre. And then I fucking remembered. He just told me to pull in.
Yeah.
And he was like, pull off. And as soon as I pulled in, pull off there again. And he was like, if he doesn't do it again, I'm going to fail him.
Yeah.
The fucking bastard failed me on purpose.
Yeah. Well, you didn't check it though, man.
But that's so bitch. Imagine. And he was 74. He's probably dead now. I'm for him.
Yeah, but rest in peace.
Rest in peace. But he was so bitch. Isn't that bitch?
Yeah, but it's also like,
But like, have a day off. Like, your life isn't that depressing that you have to fail lads over that. Like,
well, but man, what if you had left the test centre and didn't check over your right shoulder? Just fucking lorry. he bashed you. Was like, when he never checked over the right shoulder.
Yeah, but you don't have to just pull me in just to see if I do it again.
Well, I'll let you know about mine here. So wait. So you failed that, and then did you go your second time?
Aced it second time.
Second time, you're like.
Look, and I was like, check the first
swivel, just
got out of the car, and I was like, no, it's coming.
Glued to the fucking to the blind spot. So my one, right?
Yeah.
I had done the 12 lessons. So I'll bring you back to when my first time I ever drove a car, right? Yeah. So there's a local guy here does the lessons. And Evelyn
sounds so dodgy.
Evelyn, my girlfriend, had done.
Just sounds so dodgy.
Local guy. So Evelyn, my girlfriend, had done a bunch of lessons, and she was just like, just do like that, lad. Like, he's good. I was like, cool, got him. Right, whatever. I'd never actually physically driven a car at this point. Right? I had a car. We bought a car. I never drove it. It was sitting in the front garden. This guy pulls up in a fucking... I can't even remember what the car was, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, pulls up in this red yoke, gets me into the car, and you know, like, they have pedals on their side.
Yeah,
so
brakes and all, like, yeah.
I've got clutch, brake, and accelerator. He's got clutch and brake on his end, and he pulls up and collects me outside my house. Here, right? He's driving. He drives out this back road here.
Yeah,
it's about 5 minutes from here, near Newbridge Greyhound Station. Right, he pulls in, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then he goes, right, hop into the driver's seat there. It's like, right, okay. Sitting in the driver's seat and hadn't driven a day. I drove once when I was like 10 before my dad let me like drive the car, but like it was literally in an empty place. And so I'm sitting there and I was like, right, okay. And he's like, do you know how to drive? And I'm like, like I'm just going to be 100% transparent here. I have no clue. So he taught me how to drive there, right, grand. So I take off. Everything's going good. I'm sweating, thinking like, what the fuck?
And by the way, you think you're in first gear and you're like, I'm flying.
And man, this is down the, like, these roads are back roads. Like, these are, like, they're not the roads you want to be doing your first bit of driving on. So I'm driving, I'm shitting it, man. And I'm like, just like trying to, and I'm hand on 10 and 2. I'm sweating.
Gripping on for dear life. Like,
I'm just going. I don't even want to let go to change the gear. Like, I genuinely don't even want to go. I go into second gear and then he's like, right, grand. So we start going and he brings me around all this place, right? Cut to scene. We get to... I hadn't had to stop at this point. Like, you know what I mean? It was a continuous drive. Right. So I haven't dealt with any adversity yet. We cut to the part where we stop at a junction, a crossroads, set of lights. I'm about fourth in the queue of traffic, right?
You've got people going.
There's about 4 more behind me.
Yeah.
We stop, just... dead still, sitting there, and then like the whole time I'm thinking, fuck, I have to take off again. Like, I'm sweating. And he goes, right, we're going left here, right, at this junction, right? So he goes, mirror, signal, and then when you're going, mirror maneuver. I was like, right, grand. So I mirror, then I signal left. I'm sitting there, light goes green. 4 cars ahead of me go. I just go, the car starts going, right? Coming into the corner, man, didn't even look at the brake. I just turned the wheel, right? And he goes, use the brake. He starts shouting at me. He's like, use the brake. He slams on the brake. So he's probably 2 feet on the brake. I'm 1 foot welded to the accelerator. It literally just goes, and he's like, get your foot off the accelerator, man. Do you know when you're just hearing like white noise on it? And I was just like, and he's like, and all I can hear is, get your foot off the accelerator. And I'm like, and then I just let go of the accelerator, and then he goes, he's, for fuck's sake. And I was like, what? And then I just went, and then the light went red, and everyone behind me was wedged there. Oh man, it was the worst thing ever. But anyway, this guy was like fucking like big old man for the car as well. Yeah, you'd be changing the gear stick, man. We're always like, oh my god, by an accident. You'd be trying to change, go into second gear. Oh, sorry, no. Touch his leg, oh man, and it'd be roasting in the car. He'd be like, sorry there, man. Fuck, sitting there. But anyway, got on well with those. Did 12 of them. Then I turned up to the test, right? Booked the test, rock up, same thing. Rocking. I have a few good stories about my driving lesson. How many fails do you have? Didn't. First timer. Okay. Oh, how many actual like not? No, did you first time? First time. You didn't have some bitch. No, I think my guy was a bit lenient, but by the skin of my teeth, man. Yeah. So rocking, you're doing the bits. Yeah. Your man's like, pedestrian rules zone. Of the road. What does this sign mean? What does this sign mean? Right. Pedestrian zone. Yeah. Sure enough, one pops up. I'm looking at it, going, what the fuck is that? It was a H, right? Yeah, H. H underneath it had 100 meters. Do you know what it is? A H and 100 meters. Yeah. No. Highway, is it? Well, here's what I said. Helicopter pad in 100 meters. Man goes, no. I was like, Highways. Go again. I was like, helicopter. All I could think of was helicopter option. It looked like it's a H, but it's kind of in a square, and then it has 100 meters underneath. And I was like, that's absolutely helicopter. I was like, there's a helicopter in 100 meters. It has to be. Yeah. Sure enough. Anyway,
What
keep
was that-
going,
what
and
did it actually mean?
he keeps coming back to it, man.
Oh.
And I've skipped it in my head. I was next one, man. Come on. And I'm acing everything else, and he keeps coming back, and I'm like, I have no idea, man. And he goes, hospital in 100 meters. Oh, God help anyone in the car with me, fucking dying. Well, there's a helicopter up here, man. 100 meters. I'll get you there.
Get you to the hospital.
Yeah, they might get you there. I hadn't a clue. I was like, helicopter 100 meters. Yeah. Oh, man, felt like a fool after. But anyway, that was the first hiccup. But he didn't fail me because
I think that
you can get one
that
or two
only
wrong
counts
in
as
that.
one fault. That whole thing. So
Okay.
it's not a big deal. That
So
first
either
part.
way, I went out then. And many faults are you allowed altogether? Without like the continue.
3 in one category, or I think it's like.
So that's one category. So then once I got
3
that
in
one
one
fault,
category, or else 9. I think it's 8 or something.
okay,
altogether.
yeah. So
That counts as one of your 8. So
yeah, so one of my 8 grand went out, showed him all the bits in the car, got into the car then, and we head on out, right? And I did mine in Naas.
Yeah.
You drive in the Naas one.
See, mine's in Talaman on the main roads.
busy.
Like,
No, the Naas is busy enough, man.
crazy.
And out we went, right? And you come
Yeah.
up, first thing, you take a right turn out and into the town.
Yeah.
And you're coming up, and forget about your hill start, man. The town is full of hills. So
Yeah.
immediately you're coming up to a set of lights,
Yeah.
and there's a hill. And I'm praying that the lights don't go red.
Yeah.
I'm just like, get me out here, right? So initially when I come around the corner, I'm at the base of the hill, so I'm not really on the hill, and the lights go green. I'm like, grand, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to make these lights. Start going, man. I get about fucking a metre away and the light goes orange. I slammed on the brakes. I mean, slam. Your man went like this. Your man flung forward, man. I just like, he flung forward, and his head hit the back of the thing. I just didn't even say it, man. I didn't even, like, because I was like, I can't be like, sorry about that there. So I just sort of, and I'm over the white line. I'm past where I
So
should
it's probably
be.
unsafe to do so. You meant to.
So he's probably looking, going, I'm like, rest in peace to me by the end of this. So I'm sitting there then, and I'm like, fuck. And then, anyway, I'm thinking, I didn't get the fucking hospital, and I'm nearly put your man. I nearly put your man in the hospital. So
helicopters around here.
I wonder if there's any helicopters for your man when I'm finished with him. So I was like, I'm gone. Like, I have to be. And then I go and I kind of do all the bits, and I'm fine. And like that, I go in, I do the 3-point turn, and I never checked the blind spot.
Yeah.
Took off, and then he says to me, just after the 3-point turn, we drove down this hill.
Yeah.
We did the hill start. Then we drive around again, and just like what you said, he tells me to pull in. He goes, pull in there. But what you didn't do is you didn't cop why he was telling you. So I immediately, when he told me to pull in, I was like, this isn't part of the test. Like, you don't have to do this bit. Because I did a few mock tests with the guy. So once he told me to pull in, I was like, what's going on here? And he goes, right, pull off again. And in my head, I'm going, he's asking me to do this. And then I was like, oh, blind spot. And I just checked the blind spot, and I went, and he goes, oh, very nice. And he like mumbled under his breath, very nice. And I was like, what's that all about? Then we got back to the test centre, pulled in, and he goes, all right, good news, you passed. He was like, by the skin of your teeth. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He was like, you didn't check the blind spot on the 3-point turn, and he was like, that's why I asked you to pull in then again down the road. And he was like, and then just last second you checked it. He was like, if you didn't check that, I was going to fail you. I was like, thank fuck. So I had I basically better than you, and that's all.
No.
Yeah. And
You're
then
there panicking, man.
No,
if
then
I saw the amber light, I'd be like, fly through it there.
that was like 2018, and then like 2019 I head-on collision with a car. So, but I still
a year
passed.
later to the
But
day.
man, I still passed first time. It was
I
actually
haven't
a year and a
head-on
month.
collision to anyone, actually.
No, it was actually less than a year. It was 11 months later.
Yeah,
Smash.
I actually haven't
Yeah.
collisioned to
Yeah,
anyone,
but you
which is good.
took 2 goals to get past the test, so like,
Yeah,
I'd rather that.
Your man's probably deceased.
Oh, man,
didn't even go to
I'd
the
absolutely
funeral.
rather that. Like,
Got invited to the funeral, didn't go.
but yeah, but I have a friend, man, who took 4 goals to pass it. Like, again,
That's tough.
€80,
8 16 4 3 2 320 euro.
€320 to get
on the hip,
On the hip, just to get the
to pay
license.
motor tax every year.
But yeah, just to pay more tax. I actually have to tax my car. Oopsie.
Text your car.
Tax.
Oh, tax.
My car. Don't tell the guards. I've 1 or 2 other things I wrote down.
Right, go on.
What you make a? Firstly, Hasbulla. Did you see a bit in the
I'm
cash?
not on the Hasbulla buzz.
I am absolutely couldn't be further from the Hasbulla.
I'm
buzz.
not on the buzz.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I hate when boys have like cardboard cutouts of him. And all.
It's
They're
not
like,
funny.
Oh, man, Hasbulla.
It's not funny. It's not
No.
funny though.
What? He's
It's
a
not
fucking
funny.
small man.
He's a small
like,
man.
what age is he? 20
He's
something?
like 20 now, like probably, yeah. and he just happens to be small. It's not funny.
And boys think it's gas. And he's just absolutely
Shout
capitalising.
out, Alex and Colin think he's funny. It's
Yeah,
not funny.
boys,
It's not funny.
Not funny. He's absolutely
not funny.
What's funny?
They keep sending like clips of him and just like it's just him like punching someone. I'm like, it's not funny. Like,
It actually couldn't be further.
I
from
saw
funny.
a clip actually recently.
Like
being
the when I first seen him,
Yeah.
and I was like trying to make out whether he's a child. Then I found out he wasn't a child. He had a condition. I was like, because then when you see him punching someone, it's kind of funny at first.
yeah.
And then like 2 days passed when I first seen him, and I was like, what's this? Like, what's going on?
It's not good.
But
Like,
he's in the news now because he. Did you see him hitting his cat?
he hit his cat.
Yeah.
But what? A punch?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's not. I'm a cat
He's
guy.
getting shtick, is he?
Yeah, I'll fight him.
Have you seen? I saw a TikTok and it was like, oh, people don't realize that he's mad religious.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, but he's mad religious. So because people
They
probably-
all are.
Yeah. But he probably thought like people probably think he's just like. Cause the videos of him like at all these parties and stuff and all that, but he's actually
So
very religious.
this is him on the right here. And so he's already after pulling the ear of the cat right there.
Right. I have a box there as well.
Yeah, but then he.
Stop.
Like, that annoyed me. I
Yeah.
immediately wanted to box his head in
Yeah,
as
yeah.
soon as I seen that. I already wanted
he
to
put
box
it
his
up,
head
did he?
into the state of him. He's just a fucking like.
He's going around boxing lads the whole time. It's just like I don't
Yeah.
care if you're small.
But,
But
like,
like, be boxing
I
lads.
just
Like,
don't get it. I just
Yeah,
do
I don't get
not
it.
get. And boys would be like on the session with that
that
cardboard
cardboard
cutout.
cutout is not funny. Like
Get something else to be mad
that gives
about.
me the same energy as a stag thing, man. It's just
Yeah.
so bitch. It's
That's
just
actually,
so
I
bitch.
guarantee you, there's a stag out there that
Yeah.
brought him,
It's
like
so
brought
bitch,
the
like.
actual thing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not. But anyway, I thought you seen that.
No, that's bitch.
Another thing, Andrew Tate,
He's out
he's out of prison.
and he's shredded.
He's shredded. What's your thoughts on him in general?
I see. I don't actually. I don't.
I'm not. I'm genuinely. I don't read anything about him. Like I don't.
So I don't know anything really
I know-
about him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know that he.
I hear all the both sides of the story. I
I
hear
know-
boys saying like he speaks fucking
Yeah,
facts.
yeah.
Then I hear people saying he's misogynistic. He's this, that, and the other. Regardless, I'm not
Yeah.
even talking about what he was imprisoned for.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just in general what he's about.
I've
First
only
video.
seen the
first-
TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of don't have like a big overarching. I don't have enough information really, but some of the stuff sounds whack that he's saying. Like, you know. What I mean?
Yeah. Like I've heard some stuff and I've been like, what is he even talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
And then I've heard other stuff. I'm like, oh, he's actually talking sense.
Yeah.
But like as a person, I don't even know what he's like.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's out of prison.
Was he acquitted or what's the buzz like?
I've no clue.
Yeah.
I genuinely have no idea what he was even in there for. Something about
I thought it was,
assault or
I
something.
thought it was like
sexual assault?
trafficking.
Oh, okay.
But-
I thought
but-
it was sexual assault.
I'm actually not sure.
Either way,
not
he's
sure,
out
yeah.
now, and like it's the whole Trump thing as well. Like you said,
Yeah.
like
I've no idea.
everyone's like, oh, I fucking hate him, and then there's people that love him, man.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
people that love him. I do think like, you know, he is a bit of a probably spoofer, like, but
Yeah.
his
He's
he's out. He's out.
He's
now,
a
him and the
bizarre
brother.
character. Like.
It's one of them things though, like even if I said to if I genuinely agreed with something he said, it's one of them things you say, oh yeah, I actually kind of agreed what he said, but like you mightn't agree with some stuff and then people be like, you're a misogynist, man.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a fucking sexist. I'm like, no, why? Because like the first video I ever seen of him, I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. I seen one video of him and he was talking about like how showing up, and it was actually quite like out of context, completely like non-related to who he is. It was like super kind of informative and stuff. He was talking about like how showing up to something and giving 100% and giving an account for yourself on like whatever job you're doing, whatever it is that is your goal in your life. Like if you show up and just on your worst day and just give something and just like not even know what's gonna, like if we were to write a song today and be like, I'm not really in the mood to write a song, but just get it out of you and just let it
do
go.
it, like,
He was like, that's how things are born, like that you don't. He was like, penicillin was a complete accident. He was like, it was something that grew on something else, and now it's antibiotics, and now it saves millions of lives. He was like, if that guy never showed up to do whatever the other thing he was doing that day was, the experiment, and then accidentally found penicillin, well then you don't get antibiotics and you get like loads of dead people. And that was it was he put it way better. But at the time I remember seeing it being like, oh, that guy seems kind of like intelligent. Then he just took over my whole fucking TikTok and Instagram. He was everywhere.
He was
everywhere.
huge.
Then I started hearing the bullshit things he was saying.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, oh, I'm not one of these guys. But I think the thing is just,
I didn't get the whole. He wasn't really on my like TikTok For You page. He wasn't really on my thing. I just heard people chat about him. There was him and another guy. I can't remember his name. there was someone doing a similar kind of thing.
Not Jordan Peterson, no.
Could have been that. Yeah, could have been that.
Jordan Peterson's like an older kind of guy. He's more
Yeah,
like
I think it was that.
But like I actually agree with some of the stuff Jordan Peterson says as well. But like I only see the things that I agree with.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly,
see all the stuff that like people just follow them and like and like are like watching their every word for them to make a mistake. But I think once you get so big like that, you just the mistakes are there.
And they're also trying to make content all the time. You know, so sometimes you're like, oh, to say something controversial today, or you know,
and if you put a camera in front of you so many times,
you're gonna say something.
You're gonna say something that's gonna annoy someone at some point.
100%.
But it was the same thing with Speed for me. Like I show Speed. One day I seen him, and then the next day he took over my whole fucking like.
I actually haven't seen him in ages.
I feel like that. Yeah. Either have I. I've seen him. He was actually funny enough. He was doing a thing on his on one of his streams where you know Ronaldo, the fat Ronaldo 9 with and he had and the haircut.
Yeah, he had the haircut like him.
He was about to do it, and he got the razor, and he was like shaved the side of his head, and he was like on step to do it, and then he just got chickened out, and he was like, I can't do it. It'd take me 3 whole years to grow back my hair, but he had like the side of it was all shaved up, man. It was all botched. But I do love the thing of him when it's it's a TikTok trend. One kiss is all it takes.
It just knocks over the thing.
And then I was like, one day I was like, what the fuck is that from? Like, what was he doing, man? I went and watched the original video. Have you ever seen it?
It's like him doing the dance thing, isn't
it? He's doing the what is that thing called?
Like I can't remember the dance mat thing though. And you're like,
yeah, Just Dance.
Just Dance, yeah.
He's doing that on Xbox Connect or something, and he's like, one kiss is all it takes, and then it starts saying like wrong, and then he just goes fuck it, and he just kicks the whole fucking TV down. But that whole thing is brilliant.
He's
I love
so
that.
funny, man.
I find him very funny at times.
Funny.
But
he's had a lot of controversy as well, though, doing weird shit. And there was a scam thing he got caught out for as well.
Again, like, you know,
he's only a kid though as well.
Yeah, he's super young. He's super young.
He's like 17 or 18. Like.
But some of the stuff he does, man, is fucking hilarious. But even when he was doing the barking and stuff, like, I thought it was funny, man. He's just absolutely roasting boys.
Yeah.
But on that topic too, did you see KSI? No, did you see that?
I saw he put up something. I didn't hear what he said. He said some. I don't know what he said.
Yeah, and like,
you know what he said?
Yeah, and before he said it, like, I understand the racial connotation, like, not the way he said it, but like, I understand it can be racial. Or like racist in a certain context if you're saying it to someone. So, like, I've said the word before, but like not to someone.
What is the word?
So Pakistan, yeah.
Just
the first half. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, it's bizarre now that I don't want to say it. Just because they've made such a big deal out of it. Like, again, it's not me. It's not in my kind of like power to say it. It's not like it means nothing to me because it didn't affect me. But like to someone from Pakistan, if it's said to them, it obviously affects them. But and I don't want to partake in that at all. But they were doing like Sidemen countdown. You know the countdown. Do, 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 do. And then to do the fucking, you had to come up with the word. It was the jumbled up word. So it was like all these letters, and you had to come up with the longest word, and whoever comes up with the longest word wins. And I could see Chunks, and I don't think it was Philly that was with him. You know your man Chunks?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
so it was
I know
Chunks
them.
I think it was Chunks and somebody else. I think it could have been Chunks and Philly, but anyway, they were writing it down, and I seen Chunks being like, you can't say that to whatever. And he was like, no, you can. It's only it's the first half of a country. And then he was like, yeah, but you can't say that. So they like scribbled it out, and they came up with a different one. And then they were going around, and they were like, how many of you gotten like fucking, I don't even know half their name. Bazinga, whatever his name is.
Ethan.
He was like, we've got 8, and then we're like 8, fuck. And then like they went to KSI and thing, and he was like 4. And then they were like, what's the 4? And but like he sets it up, and he's like, I don't want to say it because he was like, I don't mean this in a racist way, blah blah blah. And then he says it, and everyone starts laughing, and it's kind of like funny for a sec. But then, obviously, when it went out online, people kind of just are trying to cancel him over it. Again, I don't. He kind of disclaimed beforehand, I don't mean this in that way. We're playing a game. It's the word is there. It's not a real, like, your man checks the dictionary. Then what's that? I don't know what your man's name is. Is it Cal? No,
Cal Freezy.
Is that not him? No, I don't think
Calix.
so. Is Cal
Yeah.
Freezy, is he a Sideman?
Yeah, no, not in the Sidemen.
No,
No,
well then I don't think so. It's one guy. It's a guy that looks like Cal Freezy, the blonde
Mini
guy.
Minter. Mini
Is
Minter.
that it? The blonde guy, the tall, skinny blonde guy. It's
Mini
him.
Minter, yeah.
He checks. He's checking the dictionary for the word.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not in there.
It's not in there.
So he was like, I have Pakistan, and he's like, no, but. Yeah, I don't know. Like he said, he's taking a break now from
saw that,
internet for a while. So,
But he's fighting that pro boxer soon.
That's what I seen. I seen he took a break for a thing, and then last night he was doing a face off or something. Got pushed. Did you see that?
Okay,
No,
no,
man
I didn't
pushed
see
him. But it's interesting.
He's surely
to
gonna
see.
get slapped.
But here's what I think:
around.
was that live?
What was
The what's it called? Countdown, the Sidemen
that?
countdown.
Would have been recorded ages ago.
So why did they put it out?
They probably didn't.
So they
think,
probably
didn't think it was that bad.
They were like,
yeah.
all we said was a
And,
word.
and he was
wasn't
and he
context.
probably. I didn't see the video or the clip, but he probably, from what you're saying, he probably proceeded being like, "Oh, I don't mean it this way." And KSI is known for being kind of edgy and funny and that kind of thing. So like that's kind of on his brand.
Yeah.
But it didn't obviously get taken that way.
Yeah. That's what because I was like, it must have been live. Otherwise, they would have just been like, no, we won't put it up.
No,
but either
yeah.
way, I didn't think it was highly offensive. Again, I'm not someone who could say it's not offensive because it's got nothing to do with me. People who like Pakistan was part of India at one point, and then they broke away, and I think they were all the Muslim. So all Indian Muslim. I don't know the history of it, but from what I read, broke off and formed Pakistan because they were all Muslim. I could be completely getting cancelled myself here, but yeah. So that's
I can understand.
So then when they came over, because there's a huge population in
the UK,
and I'm sure when they came over there, because I think Pakistan might have been ruled by the British then at one point, so they probably called them that as a derogatory kind of racial thing. But yeah, it's kind of just interesting to see what happens with it. I don't think he should be cancelled and lose shit. Like again, he has his own things. His fans will stay there with him anyway. You're going to get 50-50.
It's more the brands, like
you're going to get that
thing, because you know what happens with people like Johnny Depp, where he lost everything.
But he owns Prime, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, like brands are the first thing to jump ship. Like Johnny Depp lost everything, and then they all came crawling back.
Did they come back in the end?
Yeah. They were like, Disney were like, we'll give you 45 million a fucking day to do Pirates of the Caribbean 75 or whatever it is, 86.
What do you make of KSI and the pro boxer?
I don't know enough about the pro boxer. I haven't looked.
See you later anyway.
See you later, phone. I don't know much about the pro boxer. Is he any good?
I don't know, but I just know that he has a pretty good record. And if anyone's a pro boxer and they have a decent record, they should be.
Yeah, but I thought
KSI.
that Pineda lad was a pro boxer as well.
But he has shit record.
What was that?
He was a mess.
I don't know. Like, I don't think KSI is unbelievable.
I don't think he's good.
I'd like to meet him. I think he's a kind of cool guy.
Yeah.
KSI. I told you I was in a studio once that the guy who owned the studio, I wasn't in a session with that guy, but I was in a session with a guy who he signed.
Yeah.
And it's your man's studio that did KSI's album.
Okay.
And as a gift, whenever Prime came out, KSI gave him like an original bottle, like from like the first batch that came out, and he signed it KSI on the top, and it was like just perched up on this thing on like a mantle.
You had a silver, did you?
What?
You had a little silver.
No. So like obviously with something like that, it's like don't open it. Like, you know. But the guy who owns the studio, his manager came in one day and was like, "Oh man, you got the Prime?" Cracked it open.
Oh.
I just cracked it up instantly. There goes a grand, I'd say. Just cracked it up and then signed by KSI on the top of it and everything, and your man just opened it like you know, it's like baseball cards and stuff. When they're sealed, they're like mint condition and they're mint. That, they're like they're at the
an
peak.
empty bottle signed is bitch.
Yeah, man. This I was like, your man was fuming, I'd say, when it happened. But yeah, I don't know how the fight's gonna go. We'll see. Like I kind of want to get on one of those cards, man. I have enough following to get on there. Yeah, boxing. I'd absolutely thump the gums off. Man,
Thump the gums.
I would thump the gums off one of them, man.
KSI?
No problem.
He's not in your weight class, is he?
What weight is he?
I'm not sure. He thinking like 170.
Yeah, absolutely. All I have to do is shed 7 pounds.
Okay. Right.
Fucking.
I think they're fighting 170, maybe 180.
You lose that in a shite. I hate when someone says that.
You do the
you lose that in a shite. Oh, 7 pound shite. What?
Do the water weight thing.
Yeah,
just drink like
I'm
7
actually
liters of water a day.
Man. I'm on a bit of a diet now.
Yeah.
I was 83.5 kilos probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
79.35 now.
Very good.
Yeah, that's 177 pounds in a round.
Yeah.
Yeah, 177 pounds. So all I'd have to do is...
Could you fight KSI right now?
Could I?
Yeah.
And beat him?
Yeah.
Jeez, it'd be tough. Yeah, like I did boxing when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I was okay at it. Like I wasn't.
Yeah.
The coordination's big with boxing, man. Like anyone has a
It's all
puncher's
about
chance.
footwork, like.
Yeah, anyone has a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
Bang, but like that's what you see with your man Salt Pappy. Like he's good because
The counter strikes though.
but he was doing a lot of dancing stuff on TikTok.
Yeah.
His footwork's good.
Yeah.
He can get in and out and move in and out. Like that's a good style.
Yeah.
And he seems to have power. But like say the likes of KSI, like he's just like winging.
He's
like
gangly.
he didn't
man.
have
He's
any.
gangly. Like.
Yeah, but when he fought that last guy, what was his name? FaZe fucking Temper. Is it?
He didn't fight him, did he?
He did, yeah. FaZe.
He fought.
FaZe.
Was it FaZe?
He did, yeah.
That was his brother.
No, he fucking fought him, man. Knocked him out.
What? Did I miss that? I must have missed that fight.
KSI versus FaZe. KSI. FaZe. The first thing that came up was Face Razor. Yeah, full fight KSI FaZe Temper. That was his last fight when he.
What's your man face temper look like?
He's kind of blondie. He's got like a beard and stuff.
Jeez, I must have missed that one.
Actually, he's the flame of John Bellion, man. I'm not joking you.
I must have missed that.
That guy.
Was it the knock him out?
Yeah, KSI knocked him out. But like the thing is, KSI's been training. I don't think I could beat him right now. I think I could beat him if I tried.
Camp like.
If I tried, yeah.
If I tried.
Yeah, I think I could.
What would your style be? You're obviously you wouldn't have as much reach, and you'd be.
I'm an in and out kind
and
of
you'd
guy,
be
man.
shorter than.
I'm a counter striker in and out.
Okay, Tyson, a la Tyson.
Tyson who? Fury?
Yeah. No.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, Mike Tyson's. He's got
He's more of an aggressor, kind of get in, like get in
his
the pocket,
style's called
like
peekaboo.
get in the
You
pocket,
go,
like.
yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
not in the pocket. No,
No.
I don't want to get hit.
Okay, so
I
you
don't
want
wanna-
to invite pressure and strike back.
I'm in and out, and
Okay.
out, man, and I'm fainting.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's the best. I love Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy, man. Off the top rope.
Yeah.
Swanton bomb.
Top of the gauge.
No, I'm in and out, man. I'm in and out, and I'm
A la
I'm
who?
fainting.
A la Adesanya, maybe.
like, I'm not gonna like. I don't want to compare myself to somebody who's unbelievable. Like,
In the style of who? In the style of, who's your inspiration?
I'm more McGregor, man. I know. I genuinely.
You're not McGregor.
Like, so whenever I started in SPG, I was doing the jiu-jitsu, but I
Yeah.
also took some of the striking classes. I was good enough.
To compare to Adesanya, was he?
Yeah, they were like, you're
He's
like
like
you're like a young.
He's like an Irish Adesanya.
Like, we've never seen anything like you. This is what they said. They actually said, we've never seen anything like you in our lives, man. But no, I think I could beat a good few of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I could beat.
Get on the card.
I'd love
And
to,
I'll
but
go
I don't know
I'll
who
go
you even
ringside.
I don't even know who you go about.
I'll go
I think I
ringside.
beat Elle Brooke.
I don't know.
You don't know who she is? Oh, she's OnlyFans porn star, or whatever she is.
Jesus.
Um,
Was she
but-
the one who tried to kiss KSI?
No, that was fucking Astrid Wet. That was
Okay.
absolutely dirt. But anyway, I think I'd beat one of them. I think you give me enough time, I'd beat.
She beat
the
Sal
lot of them.
Poppy.
He's good, man. And like to watch. Like I watched a lot of
Yeah.
boxing. He's good to watch. Like he
He's
looks
fluid.
He looks like he's actually
Looks
boxing.
like he's dancing.
The rest of them just look like fucking.
KSI looks like the most
Street brawl.
unnatural boxer. Yeah.
I could beat KSI. 100%. I could beat KSI.
Do you think Jake Paul beats KSI?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do as well.
Yeah, I think Jake Paul beats KSI. I think he's just got. I think what KSI does, Jake Paul does too, but he
Yeah.
does it a little better and has a little bit more technique.
Yeah.
But I think they both do some similar stuff.
Did we talk about Tommy Fury and
Like if
Jake
any
Paul?
of them even catch me, like you're
Game over, like.
You could go.
I think Jake Paul has a lot more power than KSI.
Yeah, but if any of them can't, that's the thing. You can sit here and go, "Oh, beat this lad," and like with fighters, I don't get why they don't. They feel shame by saying, "Oh yeah, but he could catch me and clip me."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
suppose they want to remove all doubt and be like, "I'm going in here to take
Yeah,
this lad's
yeah.
head off." But like, the
They don't
fact
want
of the
to back
matter
their
is,
own
they
chin
know
as well.
if this lad catches me, like the old
What I
saying.
will say is Jake Paul has a good chin. KSI doesn't. KSI's got caught a couple of times. He's
Yeah, but we
a bit
haven't seen him
wobbly.
out. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him lose. Jake's lost. He beat Logan.
Yeah. Barely.
KSI did. But yeah, I'd get on that card, man. I'd actually thump someone around the place. But I've one more thing, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, so I'll get it off this, and then we'll end on this.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't actually. That was the last one. Sorry.
Real.
So I've nothing else. Have you anything else?
I just want to say, it's better to burn out than to fade away.
You know, man. Guess what? You know, fucking.
It's never the bridesmaid. It's always the bride's husband.
Yeah, and you know what? Two in the goo is better than one in the poo.
Get off there now.
Thanks for listening. If you're listening on like Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, subscribe and leave a review if you want. Yeah, I'm sure they help. I hear people say they help. Mm-hmm. We've gotten one or two of them, so they probably help. And if you're on YouTube, hit the bell there. Go on over to the bell, hit it a dinger. Hit it a dinger there, and also subscribe and leave a comment. Leave a light on. Stop messing. See you later. Bye bye. Thanks.